Change made there, Grubby, give us that again.
Yeah, young Brad Lanham from the under-18s has gone on to Pasilovic.
Okay, we'll have to make a change. It's a big task for a young lad.
Well, it is. Like you would have said, the way Joey Pace is playing, he might have been able to do the job, but he's just too valuable where he is here at centre half back, Cookie.
I think if Joey hadn't played across the half back line, Corio would have kicked about 7 goals for the quarter. But he was terrific in the first term for them. Back into the centre of the second quarter is underway. Kick off the ground attempted there by Chris Kelly. Didn't make any contact. Stacks on the mill mat, Cuddle at the bottom of that pack. And hands it back to the umpire, who will let her rip up in the air.
Jesus, someone's let one rip in here too, don't worry.
That might have been the one Sid Siren half-time one, I think, the quarter time. I think that was the one that's just lingering around a bit. Cuddle at the base of the pack, working hard, trying to get the footy out.
Big night last night, Grub.
McMahon stacks on top of him. And indeed, Jared Robinson was there also. Again, now, third start. Let's see if we can get it out of the pack this time. I reckon a free kick's coming if something doesn't happen here. And, no. Got it wrong. You better see if you can get it out, Grubby, as Dale Greaves hands the ball back to the umpire. Fourth ball up.
I'll get it out as I used to do in me heyday, because up goes Big McMahon. No one can get it out, and Grubby can't get it out either. Now it comes out. Comes out to Matty Ince. He puts it up towards the half-forward flank. In goes Dave Dorling. Left foots it straight down the throat down there of Chris Laurie. Laurie out towards the half-forward flank. Little shove out there. I don't know who that was. He's not down here. And it comes now.
Eldridge had it.
Eldridge it was. It was 27, not 47. And as it goes into the pocket, it's kicked off the ground into the Pasilovic direction. But it's a Corio free kick, 47 metres out from the goals.
Didn't see what it was for. I was following the play. The free kick's going to go to Sean Gundry. Did he win the goal kicking issue in the twos?
Yep, he sure did.
Got a funny style of kick too, from memory.
Kick 61, Doggy.
Thank you very much, Sid. There you go. I thought he might have won the goal kick. I got a bit of inside information from an old fellow named Cogsy who told me that at quarter time. Now, Gundry, be a good kick from there. He's against the boundary line with a wet ball on an ordinary day. It's right to the point of the goal square. Punch back into play. Corio with the numbers at the fall of the pack. That's wasn't Dabrowski at all. That was Parker. He's dispossessed. Had a chance to get out of trouble here for Centrals, but it's chopped up again. Corio relentless in their attack. High fly from behind Eldridge couldn't mark. Here's a left foot kick. Frankie's marked it again. They're just trying to pick up that player that kicked in the footy.
No, I think the young bloke's gone on him. I don't know if he started on him, but he's on him now.
It was Matty Cullen that got the ball at ground level and popped it up in the air. And again, he read the play for Pasilovic, and again he was able to use his body, strong body, to his advantage. Takes the mark, kicks for goal. He's heading for BOG. That's his fourth. We've only played about 3 minutes into the second quarter, and he had a hand in the other one. So having a real purple patch. Frank Pasilovic kicks his fourth. Corio move on to 5-1-31, and they lead the Werribee Centrals 1-1-7.
Yeah, I think they need someone down there on him to play him a bit closer and be feeling him, even a little bit in front of him. They seem to be playing him from behind or from beside him, and Frankie's just too strong.
Well, as soon as he gets the front position, Sid, they haven't got much chance because he is a very strong player and the ball's dropping short. It's wet and he's in front, and that's where you've got to be on a wet day as a forward or a back, but certainly as a forward.
What would you have done down there in your day, James? I know what you'd have done.
He'd be waking up about 3
You're not allowed to do that anymore because we're playing footy here today, and the ball goes up. No one can get it out of the pack once again. Corio have got the run of the ball. It comes out towards... I could have been O'Malley. I can't see the numbers from here now. There's Ruddle over him. That's O'Malley now there as he gets the kick off the ground in the direction of Peter Gray, who gives a little toe poke to his own advantage. It doesn't quite fall that way. In they go now. O'Malley tries to get it again. Can't get rid of it. It comes out here now to Ford. Ford gets it, but Kamini chips in. Kamini over to Gray. Gray a little handball back to Kamini. Good play, son, as he kicks it straight down the throat of Jablonski, who drops it. Little toe poke to Robinson. Kinnear gets into the back of his opponent. No free kick. Out it comes now to Dabrowski. Dabrowski a handball to nowhere, but Kelly can't quite get to it. Ford again picks it up, having a good patch. Goes to O'Malley. This time he gets a boot into it, O'Malley. It's 1-on-1 down here. It beats them all. Gillum tries to get back on it. Got the turn and circle of a semi-trailer. And a Corio defender in Dabrowski puts it back out towards the half-back flank, Cookie.
He kicked it off the ground. It was okay. He got his teammate there, and the Baker boy, you can taste the difference. He makes better bread. The Baker boy takes the ball out the half-back flank. Mark taking little chip passes okay. And that is Insu takes the mark there. He's short of the centre. Corio moving the ball beautifully here. That's a good kick from Ince. And leaning up the ground and taking the nice mark is Sean Stoddart. He is forward of the centre. Looks out wide. Looking there for that was Baker again up. He couldn't take the mark on that occasion. Come the ground level. Eldridge is there to help him out. A kick. There's a great mark taken for Silverbeck. He's played on at a flying shot of the right foot.
Don't tell me
he's missed one. He'll get dragged now, Frankie. Pretty ordinary that was.
They've got to make a move on Pasilovic. He's going to...
I just wonder whether the umpire called play on. I had the glasses on Pasilovic and he played on. Did the umpire call play on, Sid, do you think? Was it touched off the boot or something?
Yeah, I think he might.
Just the way Frankie played on straight away, instinctively, rather than have a look and see where he was going to be.
I think you have to when it's a handball, doesn't it? Out it comes now. Out it comes now.
You've had too much of that vegetable soup, I think. Here comes the skunk. Kamini kicks the ball out.
Good mark.
Beautiful mark taken, drifting back across there. That was Ince, is it?
Playing a good game too.
Ince, yep.
Shields.
His kick's okay, 99. Sappy's got it. Goes out wide on the right foot. That's a beautiful kick too. Sets up his teammate there.
Gaylard,
Gaylard it was. Into the goal square. In front. Well done there, Kane Rogerzik. Got the ball to the ground. Couldn't take the mark though. Comes back towards Eldridge. He's tackled. Did he have the footy? The umpire said play on. There's a lot of players around the footy in that forward pocket position. Cullen is there. Hand pass from Gaylard. Come back in the direction of Baker. He got it over. Almost an effort there to kick at the footy there by Rogerzik again. He didn't get it travel very far.
Got a free
Picked
kick
up by Cullen. Free kick going the way of the Centrals. Come on, Werribee. Just looking at who it's going to.
Might be Holland down there, I think.
Dutchy.
No, it's Bisbee.
It's Bisbee, is it? The frisbee.
Oh, crikey.
He's kicked it like I threw a frisbee too. He's put it straight down the throat of his, well, not his direct opponent.
Shawnee Gundry again.
But Gundry was the 4 with a bit of mud on it, starting to look like a 3, like a 1 rather. But he's got the chance to kick for goal. Awkward looking style, correct, but the result's pretty good. It's right to the teeth of goal.
Kick.
Touch front of the line. It was a good kick with a wet footy. Minor score there to Sean Gundry.
I think Werribee have got to be a little bit more desperate, a little bit harder at the footy.
Here's Joey Pace putting the ball back into play. He's been a lane hand down there in the fence. Kicks it out long. Up they went. No mark taken. Corio seemed to have the numbers at the 4 of the ball. They've kicked into the forward pocket. Mark taken. And I think you'll find this is Johnny Bolchevak who's taken the mark. Not so much in the pocket. Bit of an angle. But not so much in the pocket. He's up against the fence. Is that in the pocket? I think it is. So tough kick for Johnny Bolchevak. Been a good player too. There he is on screen coming in to have the right foot shot. Looked as though he kicked it all that well and the goal umpire agrees it's a minor score. So frittering away a few opportunities here. Corio, Sydney, they could have, if the game isn't already wrapped up, they could have really wrapped it up in this previous 10 minutes.
They could have. They're all over Werribee at the moment. As I said, I think Werribee got to get a little bit more desperate, a little bit harder at the pill.
Well, they're hanging in there as Pace brings the ball back into play again out towards centre half back. The big fella's up there and took the mark. That was Brad Langham. And he is at the centre half back position. He's going to relieve the pressure for the Werribee Centrals.
And he comes now. Big Brad Lanham up from the under-18s. Done a terrific job too through the final series. It's not a good kick though.
Wilkie.
And it's a nice mark to Chris Wilkie. He's got a bit of beef on him. Good conditions for him as he looks over there. Nobody can pick it up now. Gaylard does. As I said before, playing a pretty good game, Judd Gaylard. Gets it again. It could be caught. Ducks the head and will get a free kick. An umpire, that is a terrible mistake. But anyway, Judd Gaylard will take the kick.
He wanted the footy. He wanted the footy.
Yeah, he deserves it if you're going for it that hard. As he picked the little bloke out here and found him. And we'll just wait till he turns around, and it could be Clinton Eldridge, who's been a terrific player for the Corio footy side this year. It may have won the medal, did he?
Yeah,
May have won the Ivan Tanzing medal from memory. As in he comes now. He's seen another bloke sitting on his own and they're letting them go.
Cullen.
And Matty Cullen still too far out to score, but there's even another one, but it's chipped in here now. It goes over to the back there. Nobody can pick it up. It's in the goal square. It's kicked out of the back, and he's missed it, Gundry.
He's off to the left-hand side. It's all
Another blind chance, but they experience showed out there. Gaylard to Cullen to Eldridge.
They're just
A lot of
chipping in there, aren't
experience, yeah, they are. And they're playing smart footy.
they? Joey
They pace.
Pace. Kick. Go on, Cookie.
You give it to himself that time. Joey's sick of kicking it out and watching it come back. This time he kicks it out. Jabrowski got in the back of his opponent, I reckon, on that occasion. I think you'll find. That might have been Bradfield taking the free kick.
Kelly.
Chris Kelly it is. Thank you very much. He's got the skunk out here, Kamini out here, but he ignores him. He's got that hairdo done. That's it, looks like Pepe Le Pew. The ball goes into the centre of the ground, kicked off the ground there for Corio. That was Ince, of course, who's playing a pretty good game across that half-back line, pushing up into the centre of the ground. Gaylard working hard in there, Ryan's in there, the ball tapped out the back, chance for Dawling.
Free kick.
Over the shoulder, free kick going the Central's way, and Dave Dawling will take it. And the old left footer goes onto that trusty left foot. Good kick. Didn't make it. Well, he had Peter Gray picked out, but just slipping in beautifully there and taking the mark was in fact Darren Bennett. He kicked the ball short. Corio seem to have the running numbers at the ball at the moment. They do so. They work the ball through the centre of the ground. Up they come towards, well, just in the centre now. Here's picked up here for Corio by Stoddart. He kicks the ball down towards the forward zone. Players rise, no mark taken. Back of the pack, Pace with sheer strength bursts his way out of that pack situation and Punt kicks the ball out wide. Needs a bit of support, Joey. You Centrals boys, you go and help him.
Basilovic's hurt. Basilovic's hurt.
Went down. Basilovic's been hurt off the ball or on the ball.
He looks all right, just in that last contest, but he looks all right.
Yeah, we just saw the skunk get out of that one too. I think committee, didn't he? Might get the free kick.
And a 50.
And a 50-metre penalty.
Sorry to interrupt there, Cookie, but that's a big thing on the game if Basilovic gets hurt, because he's the one that's kicked all the goals.
I thought Sid might have run out and used a bit of his old experience and got rid of him, what he used to be able to do, but he's still beside us, so it's not Sid at all. Okay, little committee left foot kick into the half-forward flank area. Looking for a teammate there, Gillum, couldn't take the mark at ground level. Stacks on the middle, it wasn't Gillum, it was Robinson.
Free kick.
He worked hard, the umpire's going to ball this one up. I think you'll find as they are entwined there, Dale Grooves and his opponent. And we'll have a ball-up decision. Werribee into attack. They need a goal badly just to restore a little bit of that balance that they had going early in the first term.
Big McMahon gets the tap out again. It's got nearly everyone today. But again, in the back line there is Chris Laurie. He's been solid down in defence there today as he puts the ball back into the half-back flank area. Kamini's going to be too small. Oh, nearly a great wet weather mark up there to Eldridge. Not paid. Didn't quite hold it long enough.
It was Baker.
It was Baker, sorry.
They look
out
very
it comes
sure.
now.
There's
they
Eldridge
do.
now.
Yes, it's Eldridge, is it?
Yeah,
Gets
he got it towards Shields. Shields with a right foot kick up towards the centre wing. Stacks on the middle. The ball kicked back. Kicked off the ground again by Shields. Got it into towards the wing position. Chopped off there, beautifully done by O'Malley. He got a hand pass away, wasn't all that effective. Couple of fresh air kicks, hand pass comes out. Now Werribee a chance. Can they make something of this forward move? As O'Malley punt kicks towards half forward. Out they come and beat the drum. He fell over T there. Unfortunately, the Werribee Central's player, Corio, working. Oh, batting elbow. That umpire got to play that one.
Might be the desperation you're talking about, Daryl Jones.
Exactly what they need, more of it.
He sucked the slipper there, Wilkie, but he missed. Peter Gray gets the free kick, goes into half forward, but a good mark taken there in defence. And that's Gundry, way down in defence to check the number. He's
giving one. Now. He's giving one. And he could be reported here.
Gundry's gone down.
Could be reported here.
And the umpire...
No, just a down the ground free kick, very lucky.
Let him go. You had the eyes on that one, very lucky, Grabby.
Yeah.
You mentioned that little Kamini a few times. I think they've got to take a leaf out of his book. He's in everything, he's involved in everything. He's probably the smallest bloke in the Werribee team.
Yeah, he's only 14 years old, Jones.
About a year older than you then, Grub.
They've been around a while, actually, Paul Kamini. He was captain last year, young Paul Kamini. Is that a 50-metre as well, is it?
I notice you're calling everyone young. I suppose everyone is young to you.
Gaylard with that free... That was Gundry with the free kick, got it out wide. Team marker there was Parker who took the mark out wide. Now they've got the numbers here. That's Dabrowski. He kicks the ball, but it was smothered off the boot on the half-forward line for Corio. Still a long way out from goal. 75 metres out from goal.
They're really falling down across half-forward, aren't they, Werribee?
Yeah, they are.
Likes of Dabrowski and Ince across half-back.
We played 14 minutes. It's 5-5, 35, in fact. To Corio, Werribee a 1-1-7.
And it comes now in towards the centre half forward position. In comes Matty Cullen on the left boot. He's looking for a couple of leads. There's a couple forthcoming. Can't be picked up there by the Corio forwards. Eldridge comes in now, almost a great one-handed pick-up. Could have got one in the back. No, said the umpire.
Baker.
Out it comes to the Baker boy. He gets it on the left foot, but it's a little kick. It's into a pack again now. There's been a lot of packs formed, and the umpire says, I'm going to throw it up once again for the 411th time in the first half here at St Albans here today with Corio 5-5-35. Giving Werribee a bit of a lesson at the moment, 1-1-7.
Again, good work from Joey Post. Laid that tackle down there, wasn't letting Eldridge get away. Up they go. Whoa! High flyer, knocked the ball down. Come back in the direction there of Robinson. He couldn't quite pick it up. Werribee got some run here. Left foot kick out of defence is okay to centre wing.
Free kick.
The big no. Was that Robinson up there? Couldn't hold the mark, ground level. Again, Werribee force it forward. They've got it to the centre. There's a bit of G&D. That's what you wanted to see, Sid. The player just backed into the pack. Unfortunately, didn't win the football, but certainly no shortage of effort. Back out there towards the half-forward line for Corio. Robinson's again in the play. There's McMahon having a fresh air shot from Werribee. Couldn't quite pick it up. Little Committee's out there. He can't get it either. Got a teammate to help. Darling it is. Can he get a kick? He tries to force his way through the pack. He's tackled. Got a hand passed away. They're tackling ferociously out there. Eldridge is in there. Over the top he goes. Play on the call. Kicked up the ground by Dabrowski. It rebounded right back to his feet. Stacks on the mill. They're screaming for a free kick, Corio. They're not going to get one. It'll be a ball-up decision on the far side of the ground.
They've been pretty relentless with their tackling too, Corio. The pressure's been fantastic. Good grand final pressure.
Up it goes now. Big McMahon's done a great job in the ruck. He bangs it forward yet again. But I think it's Eldridge or Baker. Which one it was? Baker over to Cullen. Cullen's found a bloke on his own here in Gundry. Gundry's going to kick a goal here, I think. And he puts it on its way and it's touched right on the line. And it's 1 point to Corio.
Third point to Sean Gundry. I think all kicked this quarter, so he's had plenty of the footy, but can't quite find the big sticks.
Geez, I thought the way he was moving, he wanted that one.
Awkward kicking style, but obviously very effective. Topping the goal kicking for the year. Here's Pace with the ball. Big Joey down the defensive side. Punt kicks the ball out towards the grandstand side. Up goes McMahon. He couldn't mark it. He was outmarked by his teammate there in Brad Langham.
Up it goes now. Kamuni again has put his body in again there and taken a nice little mark there for a little fella. He sees somebody out in the wing. It's O'Malley. O'Malley gets spoiled beautifully by Ryan. Just put his body in the right spot. Robinson's taken a mark and he's got to take some more if Central's have got to get back. Bring him back, umpire, and he does. In comes Robinson. Robinson on the left. He's picked out a Corio, but he couldn't quite get to Holland. Holland now tries to pick it up. He can't get rid of it. He handballs out, but Cullen gets a kick off the ground. It goes to Peter Gray. Paul Kamini's been taken off. He must be injured the way he's playing. He couldn't have been dragged. It comes out to Gaylard. Gaylard puts it up towards the half-forward flank. Bisbee called Ward it was, couldn't take the mark. Jablonski now grabs the footy. No, it's Zach McGuan. Big Joey Pace gets the ball onto the right boot, puts it down in the direction of Gio Russo. Over to Keating. Keating, it goes over to Delaney. Delaney's looking for Gillum. He's in the right position. He's dropped the chest mark.
Free kick.
And he's played a free kick over the shoulder to the captain, Chris Gillum, Nick Gillum.
David Hayes caught behind on that occasion. The umpire right on the scene ruled that he had the arm across the shoulder whilst trying to punch with the other one.
A little bit of Eddie Maguire when he commentates Collingwood coming out and grubby then, I think.
No, you've got to be unbiased, mate.
You're allowed to get excited though. Grab, that's all right. Here's the ball for Gillum now. Can he kick a goal? They're battling in a goal. The skipper's got it. 5-6-36 to 1-1-7. They kicked the first goal early in the first term. Gillum doesn't make the distance. Corio will rush it through. They do so through Chris Wilkie. A rush behind.
That's his dad.
Okay, Central's going to 1-2-8. And 5-6-36 to Corio as the ball is rebounding out towards half-back. Behind the pack is the chance for Shields. His little fella 99 kicks it up the ground. Where's Maxwell Smart? We've got 99 out there. It's been Maxie to help out there. Had no support at all. Where's Jaime? He's not there either. Here's Parker. He kicks it up the ground. It's a soccer game out there. Went past Shields on that occasion. And it's out of bounds on the far side of the ground.
On a wing position out of side here at the St Albans Oval. And it's come up a treat to the Oval after a lot of rain midweek and towards the end of the week. And it comes now, thrown in. Up goes the big ruckman. No one gets the tap out this time, but it comes to O'Malley. O'Malley tries to fend off. He gets it over to Dorling. The Anglesea flyer puts it down towards the half-back flank. But it looks like Matty Cullen's chipped in on that left boot. and puts it out now towards Chris Wilkie. He's also played a pretty good game, Wilkie. Gets onto the right boot. He's spotted, oh, who's that? He's spotted Bennett. Bennett puts it up into the forward line. Can't take the mark. Werribee Central's backman. In they go in hard.
Good tackling by Gundry. He couldn't take the mark, but he laid 2 tackles there. Ball comes out the back. Here's the chance. Bennett hand passes it further afield. The Baker boy picks it up. He has a flying shot on the right foot. He's got it to the 10-metre square, but it's offline. Minor score to Paul Baker. Been very lively. He and Eldridge, look like twins out there, Sid, don't they?
They do, and they play pretty similar, and they've both got a lot of experience as well. They play a lot of senior footy. Both very talented players.
They're working well at ground level. Minor score again this quarter. They've kicked quite a few behinds this quarter. We'll check that in a minute as Joey Pace punt kicks the ball out towards half-back. Almost a mark up there to Langham. He's been pretty good, the big young fella. Werribee Central's get the ball, kick it up towards the centre of the ground. That's a good mark taken there. It looks like Robinson, and it is Jared Robinson. He takes a beautiful mark, and he will bring the play towards the half-forward line for Werribee, but only as far as Chris Laurie.
Is he doing well, Laurie, as he puts the boot back in. He sees a nice little lead by Matty Cullen. Matty Cullen's really starting to play great footy. In everything now. He puts it up towards Dale Greaves. Greaves got a shocking old kick, but it's going to go the distance over to Pace. Pace comes through with strength. Can't pick the ball up, though. Comes back out. Oh, the shoulder up, boy. And he missed that one. Oh, bad decision. Should have been a Corio free kick. And if that's biased, Jonesy, I'll go
It comes back to Eldridge now. Why are you being unbiased? Beautiful hand pass across from Eldridge. He's got it there to Stoddart. He kicks to the goal square. Touched off hands by the big fella there. And Stoddart records another minor score. And you're certainly not biased. I don't know where Sid's having a go at you.
No, I've never been biased in my life, but go Centrals! But it is good to have a couple of old classmates here, Brian Cogling and Darryl Jones, in the same class at school back at St Mary's Tech, I think it was.
They tell me you're in the same grade for 11 years there, is that right?
Both of them. In it comes now, big Joey Pace. Puts it out towards the centre half back position. Nobody can take the mark. It's picked up there by, could be Rogozic, can't see that far. The plate and my teeth's moving. I can't even say his name as the ball goes out towards the boundary line. And it hasn't gone over yet. Oh! Round the neck. And it could have been young Keating, was it? Oh, I don't know who that was. Steve Kinnear, I think it was. It goes over to Delaney now. Little Libber. Delaney won the second's best and fairest. Oh, long way out. They've got no options to kick to. There's nobody running. There's somebody there now, but nobody can pick it up as Ryan comes in and taps the ball in front of him. It comes out now to O'Malley. O'Malley can't quite grab it. He butters up well, though. Chases after the footy. In comes, it might have been Bennett. Oh, Bolshevik. Goes down to Eldridge. Eldridge plays on. There's a bloke in the goal square on his own, and it's a goal to Corio.
Bennett.
And it's Bennett. Run into an open goal, unmarked.
Well, they've broken the drought, Sid, because there were 4 goals won at quarter time. We thought they were going to go right away with it, but a succession of behinds has held up their progress. They finally got their first goal of the second term, and we've played 23 and a half minutes of the second term before they've kicked the goal, Corio. And in that time, they've also kicked 7 behind, so they could have been drinking champagne at half time.
It's about cookie, but yeah, they've persisted, and that's what it's all about in this type of conditions. It's about persisting. If it doesn't go your way early, or the goals don't come early, you persist, they'll eventually come, mate.
Forward back on, shields off.
Correct, just about to say the very same thing, Grabbing. Back into the centre, McMahon goes up, gets the fist into the footy. The Corio player knocked off the ball there, good use of the body from the Centrals. The ball at ground level. Can't get it out of the centre at the moment. That Wilkie in there having a bit of a fresh air shot. Cullen, it might have been it was. He couldn't get the foot to the footy. The ball is now tied up about midway between the centre and
there's a fight.
Forward.
There's a fight.
There might be a bit of a dust up here. We'll get the camera right on this thing. Umpire,
don't pull it up, umpire. Let him fight, you idiot.
Good umpiring. He balled the ball straight up in the air. With all these bloodthirsty animals in the box with me. Wanted to see blood.
Typical Sid Jones, isn't it, eh? Typical Sid.
And the free kick goes to Ford. I reckon they pick a free kick out pretty quick. He kicked it up to Cullen, dropped one in the centre of the ground, got a hand pass off, put his teammate there under a fair bit of pressure. Dabrowski it might have been, tapped it out of the pack, play on the call. Every time they tap it out, someone taps it back into the pack. That's the trouble. We've got to get 2 out of the pack. Oh, crashed his way through.
Well,
Gaylard crashed his way through 4 or 5. Then hand passed it, dived on it himself, threw a player out of the way, might have given away a free kick.
Oh!
That's giving him a serve. Spat the dummy.
last game of football, Dad.
It's Jud's last game?
Yep.
Well, there you go. Up he went to do the ruck work.
And there's the payback. Oh,
Played the
umpire.
free kick to Judd.
Umpire, that has just been intimidated. That's
Fires up the hand pass to Greaves. Greaves goes on the right foot out wide towards the half-forward plate position. Who's out there? Is there anybody home? There's quite a few around the footy, but no one able to grab hold of it. There's a bit of acrobatics there. Paul Baker just did a handstand there trying to get a free kick. Delaney's in there. So too is Shane Holland. And it's a ball up decision. It is midway between half-forward flank, centre wing on the outer side of the ground. On the far side, that is. Little Kamini's back on the ground. Oh, that might have been Delaney, that one, I think. Couldn't quite get it out of the pack. They got a couple of skunk hairdos out there. Look very effective too, those hairdos.
Yeah, they're lovely.
You like those?
We'll wear them to the nightclub and pull a few Sheilers. No, I pull them anyways. Up they come. Down it goes.
Need more than a haircut, Grubby.
The Corio boys are in it. Gaylord's in it yet again. He won't stay out of the play, Gaylord.
I know what he's pulling.
He does it every
Not
night.
Sheila's either.
Has to now. His missus 8 months pregnant. In it comes umpire. Says a free kick here. And he's pulled out a free kick, and it'll go to, looks like Stephen Ryan from here. Not quite at his best today, but still playing a good game. That's what you're going to say, Sid. Up it go! No fucks. In it comes now. He's held over it. He could be holding the ball in. No, umpire says he didn't drag it in, and he'll ball it up about 30 metres out from the Corio goal.
Steve Kinnear down there just holding that one in, and we'll have a ball up decision. Bennett does the ruck work that time for Corio. Got it to ground. Player tackle, thrown off the footy. Play on the call. Good umpiring. Let it run a bit. Out the back of the pack it goes. This looks like Ryan this time. Coming through. Kept his feet this time as he kicked to the goal square. Punched away down there. All player went without it. Picked that one. Joey Post picked it up like it was a dry ball. He's been a lone survivor down there in defence. Punt kicks the ball out towards the centre wing. Central's player for mine has
Pay the advantage. Pay the advantage, umpire. Pay the advantage.
The umpire not having any of that, and he's not happy. Grubby knows his Uncle Richard Cranium there by the sound of that. As Troy Delaney was up and running with the ball, but the free kick has to come back. Delaney might picture in the play here a bit. They've been over the back of the pack. There's another skunk here. How many skunks you got down here at Werribee Central?
Siren. Was that siren or you again,
Sid? I think Sid just let it rip again, and the siren sounds. Well, they had all the play that quarter, City. They've gone to 6 goals, 8-44, Corio. The Centrals are 1 goal, 2. 8 points, so the margin is drifting away from Central's grasp. Considering they kicked the first goal, they're in a bit of strife, Sid.
Yeah, they certainly are, Cookie. I think Corio just had all the play that quarter. They started in the middle with Judd dominating in the ruck, in the air, and Matty Cullen in everything. He just showed his experience. Down back, across half back, Laurie, Dabrowski, Ince, just repelled everything that Werribee pumped forward, and when they got it down forward, they just seemed to have blokes on their own, the likes of Baker,
Eldridge,
Poslovic. Gundry come into it. I think he kicked 3 or 4 points that quarter. So yeah, they've just got experience and talent all around the ground. I think it's going to be a very big ask for Werribee to get back in the game.
Didn't Matty Cullen have a purple patch?
Matty, yeah, and Matty, I think he captained Corio probably seniors 2 or 3 years ago. So we know he can play the game. He's had a few.
And he's playing smart, Sid. He's not chasing kicks over the ground. He's hovering around the centre there. He's just controlling the midfield, doing as he likes.
He's putting his body in, and he's, as you say, smart football. And smart football in these sort of conditions is what wins games of footy, especially in finals.
I think we'll have to give a mention. Joey Pace has been pretty good down there in defence.
Terrific.
He's done very well. Yep. Paul Kamini's been in and around the packs, and little Troy Delaney's done pretty well. But it's very, very hard to find a winner for Centrals.
Couldn't believe they took him off, Grubby. Couldn't believe they took that little Kamini off.
I think it was for a rest. He looked pretty spent when he went past. It's pretty wet out there.
That's the only reason it could have been Cookie, because he was putting his body in, him along with little Delaney. 2 littlest blokes in the side, and they're really having a red-hot go. And as you said, Pace down back. Well, I think the game would be all over if it wasn't for him.
Well, they never had a rest when you used to play, Jonesy, did they?
No rest at all, Grubby, no rest.
They couldn't. They didn't have interchange. Only 19th and 20th man, mate.
You couldn't get
cut off and you weren't allowed to go back on again.
And you start.
You couldn't get sent off on a stretcher, although a few blokes tried. It's 6 goals, 8-44 at half-time. That's Corio's score. Werribee Central's 1-2-8. So it's a big margin there, 5-6 goals behind now. The Centrals will be back in the second half very shortly.